case you're about to see and the characters portrayed are fictional, but the procedure is legally accurate. The characters are played by actors, but the jury is selected from members of the general public. On the 29th of September of last year, the dispatch supervisor of a small toy manufacturing company was called to the car park, where he found junior employee Raj Singh Kumar standing by the boot of his car, in which were several boxes of the company's prestige product, an electric racing car game known as Monte Carlo. An argument ensued, and this in turn led to a struggle, in which the supervisor received lacerations to the hands and head. Raj Singh now stands charged in the Crown Court with malicious wounding and with theft. He's pleaded not guilty to both these charges.
Are you Ronald Edward Makepeace, and do you live at 30 Sumatra Road, Fulchester?
Yes, sir.
And are you employed as dispatch supervisor at a firm called Electro Toy Limited of Crampton Old Road, Fulchester?
I am, sir.
And were you on those premises on the 29th of September of last year?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Makepeace, would you kindly tell the court what happened on that day?
Yes, sir. It's about 11 o'clock. I was in stores at the time.
Now, is that where you normally work?
No, sir. Normally I work in dispatch. But once a month we do an inventory, so I double up as storekeeper.
I see. So that is your function as well as dispatch supervisor.
Yes, matter of fact, I'm also security officer.
Yes, so you were in stores on that day. Now, tell us, please, what happened.
Yes, sir. I just finished the inventory in the paint room when Mr. Whittaker came in. Mr. Whittaker is the second assistant. Two assistants, Singh's first, Mr. Singh, second is Mr. Whittaker.
I see. So Mr. Whittaker came in. What happened then?
He's very excited. Could I come out to the car park? Didn't say why. Just could I come out? Something he had to show me.
And what then?
I followed him out to the car park and found Mr. Singh busy unloading boxes of Monte Carlos from his car.
Mr. Singh, that is the accused.
Yes, sir.
And from where in the car was he unloading these boxes?
From the boot, sir.
He was taking boxes out of the boot of his car. Now, please, can you explain to the court what is a Monte Carlo?
Strictly speaking, a Monte Carlo is a set of little electric racing cars that run on sectionalized tracks. One of our more expensive items.
I see. How much would it cost then if I wanted to buy one?
Come in different sets, anything from 12 to 30 pounds.
Oh, thank you. Could you show the witness one of the Exhibit 1, one of the boxes, please? Now, Mr. Makepeace, would you take a careful look at this exhibit and tell us whether you recognize it?
I do, sir.
Are these the items you saw the accused removing from the boot of his car?
Yes, sir. Recognize them by the packaging. Unmistakable.
Thank you. Now, you will see beside you, Mr. Makepeace, a site plan of Electro Toy Limited. Would you please show the court where the car park is?
Just a moment, Mr. Canty. Miss Gillespie, this plan's an agreed document, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, we'll call that Exhibit 2, then. Right, will you show us where the car park is?
Yes, sir. Matter of fact, there's no car park as such. Site is a lot of old Victorian buildings with new ones built on. Regular warren of a place, but there is an area in front of admin designated for visitors, but apart from that, if you come late, you've got to squeeze in best you can.
And where had the accused parked his car?
There, behind the production block, sort of cul-de-sac. He'd park there.
Now, about how many cars usually park there?
I'd say 10 at most, sir.
Now, is that area, is it overlooked by windows?
No, sir. That's why I call it a cul-de-sac. No windows overlooking. Just an alleyway between the back wall of our works and the works next door.
So it would be fair to describe it as a secluded area.
It would, sir.
Thank you. Now, let's go back to when you approached Mr. Singh. What was his demeanor at this time?
I'd say anxious, sir.
And what made you think that?
His expression, sir. Very agitated.
Did you say anything to Mr. Singh as you approached him?
I asked him what he was up to, where he was off to with all those boxes. I was nervous as he was, sir.
And his reply to that?
Someone's put them there.
And your reply?
I was a bit taken aback. I said, if someone's put them there, why are you taking them out? Because that's what he was doing. I said, if someone had put them there, why hadn't he left them and called for me? After all, I'm security officer. He didn't have an answer to that, so I thought, okay, Sonny Jim, if that's the way you feel. And I sent Mr. Whittaker for the manager. Now, that seemed to pull him up a bit. He was all over me. Oh, Mr. Makepeace, don't let's be too serious. Just the lads having a bit of fun. Nothing to make a fuss about.
So he was implying that someone else had put these articles in his car.
Yes, sir. I'm trying to make out some of the lads had put it there for a laugh.
I see. And what happened next?
I said I didn't think a boot full of company goods was much of a laugh. I said I thought he was in it up to his neck. If he was wise, he'd admit it and leave the boxes where they were. Then he changed his tack. Take money, Mr. Makepeace. Take money. He was shaking his wallet at me. Please, take money.
Did he owe you money?
No, sir.
He was trying to give you money. Now,
Yes,
what
sir.
was your reply to this offer?
I said, no use trying it on with me. If he wanted to try that, he could try it with Mr. Price Barker. He's the manager.
And what did he do then?
Started screaming. Damn you, MP, bastard policeman. He had hold of the
Just
last
a moment,
box.
please. Damn you, MP, you bastard policeman. I mean, what did he mean by that? You're not a policeman, are you?
No, sir, but I was in the military police years ago. The lads called me MP, a sort of a nickname. Well, I had him by the wrist to try and stop him. Well, I think he was wondering what to do. And I was just hoping Mr. Price Barker had come round the corner. Then he seemed to lose his nerve as he spat at me. Right in the face. Twice. I'll kill you. Bloody Makepeace. I'll kill you. He was pushing and shoving and screaming at the top of his voice.
And what did you do?
Well, virtually nothing, sir. I'm a man of 61. I tried to pull him off, but he was too strong. He was pushing and shoving. I couldn't put up any resistance at all. Then he had me on the wire. That's how I got my injuries.
I see. Would you please, Mr. Makepeace, would you show those injuries to the court?
Yes, sir. I had a very bad laceration to the right side of my neck and to the back of my right hand. You can still see the scars, sir.
Thank you. Now, how are those lacerations inflicted?
Barbed wire. He had hold of me with one hand and was pushing my head against the wire with the other, like this. That did my neck. About the hand, I don't rightly remember. I think I must have been struggling and caught it on the wire. Well, I'd run out of steam by then, and next thing I remember was Mr. Whittaker and some of the lads pulling Singh off me, and the police arriving.
And during the course of this struggle, had you done anything to provoke the accused?
No, sir, nothing at all. Hardly said a word. He didn't give me a chance.
Now, can we go back a little, please? How long have you been employed at Electro Toy Limited?
26 years, sir.
And how long as dispatch supervisor?
13 years next month. It was me virtually who started off the department. There was no dispatch as such up till then. I got it all sorted out with proper order books. I made a system of it.
And when did Mr. Singh join the company?
He's been with us about 3.5 years.
I see. Tell us a little about him as an employee. How did he apply himself as a dispatch assistant?
As far as I was concerned, sir, he was never the man for the job.
Why was that?
He never took it seriously. Good day's work was not his style at all. Anything but work. He had this company on the side, importing electrical gadgets from Hong Kong. He was on the phone half the day about that. He used to say he could make more in a week than Whittaker and me could make in a month. We didn't take that too seriously, or else why was he stuck in dispatch? But he had expensive tastes. Smart car, liked his clothes, always a natty dresser. All on 30 quid a week.
Thank you, Mr. Makepeace.
Mr. Makepeace, these Monte Carlos, whereabouts are they made? At the factory?
In the production block.
I see. So if anybody wished to steal Monte Carlos, they'd have to steal them from there.
No, as a matter of fact, we make Monte Carlos in batches and then discontinue production. At the moment, we have 6 months' stock, so currently we're out of production.
Yes, I see. Now, where would this 6-month stock be held? At the factory?
Yes.
Could you show us where on the plan?
In this corridor behind the production block. They're
Yes,
kept
I
there.
see. Now, the Monte Carlos are stored in that corridor.
That's correct.
Are they to be found anywhere other than in that corridor?
No.
And is there easy access to that corridor?
No, that's why it's used for stores. There's 2 doors. One here on the production block, that's locked. And one here, which is the old fire exit. They're both locked and the keys kept in dispatch.
Are those the only keys that exist to those doors?
Yes.
And there's no other access, no easily open window to that corridor?
No.
So to gain access to that corridor, you would have to get hold of those keys?
Yes, you would.
Thank you. Now, Mr. Makepeace, would you cast your mind back to September the 29th last, and could you recall what you did when you first arrived at Electro Toy that morning?
Went to dispatch, opened up dispatch, and then went on to stores.
leaving dispatch unattended?
No, by that time Mr. Whittaker had arrived. We left him in charge of dispatch, and Singh and I went along for the inventory.
I see. So in that transition period between your arrival and your handing over to Mr. Whittaker, dispatch was never left unattended?
No, never unattended.
Now, could you tell the court where you first saw Mr. Singh on the morning of the 29th?
In stores.
You never saw him in dispatch?
No, I never saw him but in stores.
Mr. Makepeace, you've told the court that, in your opinion, Mr. Singh was never the man for the job and that he could find time for everything but his work. Now, would you therefore describe him as lazy?
Yes, I think that describes him very well.
Yet very soon after his arrival, he came up with proposals for reorganizing dispatch, did he not?
Possibly.
You don't remember that?
Only very vaguely.
Well, didn't he take these proposals to Mr. Price Barker? Didn't you yourself go and see Mr. Price Barker very soon after?
May have done.
May have done. Come now, Mr. Makepeace, either you remember or you don't.
I believe Singh had some notion about the paperwork in dispatch. That's true.
Well, did he show it to you, this plan, this notion?
May have glanced at it.
How did you receive it?
It's entirely relevant, my lord. Am I obliged to answer?
Well, yes, Mr. Makepeace, you are.
I think I was annoyed.
Why was that?
I had been there 15 years. I'd organized the place. It was my department. I should have it turned upside down by a lad. Why should he do that? Impertinence.
Did you, as a result of this impertinence, go to Mr. Price Barker and ask for Mr. Singh's removal?
That was much later. About a year later, I went to Mr. Price Barker and suggested he'd be better employed in some other department.
You admit to that?
Nothing wrong in that. What anyone would do. I had every reason to complain.
What was Mr. Price Barker's reaction to your request for my client's removal?
It was a bone of contention. He believed the Singh needed some responsibility, and that with that he'd settle down.
Well, so what did he do?
Made him first assistant. Before that, there were two assistants with equal seniority. But Mr. Price Barker made a first assistant and a second assistant, one more senior than the other. Couldn't make Mr. Whittaker first assistant because the first assistant had to drive, and Mr. Whittaker had endorsements. So he made Singh. Very bad move.
Why was that?
I went to his head, and who he thought he was after that. Mr. Whittaker and me, we had to clean up his mess. And he was on the phone to his mates half the day. That did get our backs up, I will say.
Mr. Makepeace, may we now turn to your evidence in chief. You say there had never been any incident such as this in the past.
Not that I recall.
Oh? Hadn't there been a whole series of incidents, not involving toys in the boot, but involving my client's car in the past year?
That was a little different.
Yes, but they were incidents, and they did involve my client's car.
Yes.
On one occasion, luminous paint was poured over the front seats, and on another, a rotten fish tied to the engine.
Yeah, I remember that.
Could you throw any light on these incidents?
Well, Mr. Singh did leave himself open to a bit of... did tend to invite trouble, thinking himself so much better than everyone else.
Oh, you would say, then, that these practical jokes, these provocations, were justified?
I think Mr. Singh brought them on himself.
Thank you. Now, shall we look at the events in the car park? Did you say anything to Mr. Singh that might be construed as provocative?
No, nothing at all.
You never called him you bloody coolie or you thieving wog?
No, nothing like that. Definitely not.
I put it to you, Mr. Makepeace, that you did say that, and I also suggest that your intention was to provoke and anger my client.
No, absolutely no.
Further, I put it to you that your account of the bribe is a fiction, and that at no time did my client get out his wallet and offer you money.
No, she did. I was there.
Mr. Makepeace, you say that my client spat at you.
Yes, he did, most definitely.
And what happened after that?
Ran amok, threw himself at me, screaming his head off.
Did you retaliate?
He didn't give me a chance.
Mr. Makepeace, I put it to you that immediately after my client spat at you, you assaulted him by hitting him. And prior to that, my client had shown you no violence whatsoever.
No, I never hit him. I swear to that.
Tell me, Mr. Makepeace, Electrotoy is situated in an area where the population is more than 35% coloured. And yet in a workforce of 60 or so, there are only 2 coloured employees. Now, what's the explanation for this? Isn't that rather remarkable?
No,
No?
not really.
Well, then why is it?
They don't apply for the job.
But they don't apply for the job. In an area where there's so much unemployment.
Put it this way, they don't much care for the job. They prefer a place where there's already a high proportion of immigrants.
I see. We'll have many immigrants applied for jobs at Electrotoy.
I should have to be a personnel manager to answer that one. Anyway, I believe the Race Relations Act deals with discrimination in employment.
Oh, yes, indeed it does. So you mean to tell me that if a coloured applicant comes to work at Electrotoy, he is as welcome among the workforce as any other applicant?
I can only speak for myself.
Well, I put it to you that until a few years ago there was organised opposition to coloured labour at Electrotoy.
No.
Be very careful with your answers, Mr. Makepeace.
No, that's not true.
Not true.
Not organised.
But opposition.
Of a sort.
Yes. You yourself signed a petition from the workforce to Mr. Price Barker opposing coloured labour, did you not?
That was a long time ago.
But did you not do it?
Everyone did it, the whole workforce.
Yes or no, Mr. Makepeace, did you or did you not sign that petition?
Yes, I did.
Thank you. Now, Mr. Makepeace, where did you serve in the military police?
Everywhere. Singapore.
Anywhere else?
I was in India for a short time.
What period was that?
Partition. 46 to 47.
I see. Now, what were your impressions of Indians? How did you find them as people?
I was only there for a year in all.
You have no abiding impressions, no recollections?
It tended to be a bit truculent.
Truculent?
And they'd say one thing and do another. Well, I suppose I would if I lived there.
Now, why should that be?
It's very difficult to tell the truth out there. So many of them. All after the same job, same question of survival. Jack's got to look after Jack.
Mr. Makepeace, why did you sign that petition?
Petition?
Yes, petition.
I signed it because everyone else was signing it.
Oh, wasn't it because you remembered your experiences in India? Because you had such a low opinion of coloured immigrants?
No, I signed it because... well, I signed it without thinking. Everyone did in those days.
In those days? You mean it would be different now?
Yes, I think so. Things have changed so much in the last few years. Very difficult to have attitudes like that nowadays. Very different world from what I remember, even in the 50s.
Mr. Makepeace, do you mean to tell me you are not a prejudiced person?
I do.
You have no prejudice against coloured people?
Absolutely none. No.
Mr. Makepeace, I put it to you that the placing of the Monte Carlos in the boot was part of a campaign of harassment against my client, waged by fellow employees. I suggest to you that you knew about that campaign, and out of antipathy towards my client, you did nothing whatever to prevent it. On the contrary, when the incident arose in the car park, you took full advantage in order to provoke and annoy my client into committing a violent act.
No, not at all. I'm a very fair-minded person. I'd never allow a man to be falsely accused. Not at all.
Thank you, Mr. Makepeace.
Mr. Makepeace, in your capacity as dispatch supervisor, you work with a very small staff, don't you?
Just two, sir.
Yes. Now, are any members of that staff coloured, that is, apart from the accused, Mr. Singh?
Yes, sir. Mr. Whittaker. He's from the West Indies.
And how would you describe your relations with Mr. Whittaker?
Very cordial, sir.
I mean, have you ever had any altercation with him?
No, sir.
Have you ever found him less than efficient at his work?
No, sir. He's a first-rate worker. I have the highest regard for him.
In spite of the fact that he's coloured?
Yes, sir. As I said, it makes no difference to me. It can be pink, green, or blue for all I care.
Thank you, Mr. Makepeace. I have no further questions, my lord.
You may leave the witness box, Mr. Makepeace. Would you...
Is your full name Byron Whittaker? And do you live at 13 Purley Hill Estate, Fulchester?
Yeah.
And are you the second assistant in dispatch at Electrotoy Limited?
Yeah.
Now, on the 29th of September of last year, at about 11 o'clock in the morning, were you in the car park at Electrotoy?
I was.
And why was that?
Well, I'd been to the toilet. That's on the other side from dispatch. Car park's on the way back.
As you returned, what happened?
Well, I noticed a puncture in Singh's car.
You saw the puncture. What did you do then?
Went to look for Singh.
And where did you find him?
In stores.
And what did you say to him?
Not a lot. Just, Singh, you got a puncture.
And then?
That was it.
But what did the accused say? Did he respond?
Nah, not really. He thought I was having him on.
What happened next?
Well, I went to talk to Mr. Makepeace. When he thought I wasn't looking, he nipped out.
Mr. Singh, that is.
Yeah.
And what then?
Well, I followed him out to the car park.
Why was that?
Well, we worked together. I wanted to help him with the wheel.
How close behind him were you?
Maybe half a minute. Maybe less. Well, enough time for him to have the boot open as I come up.
Now, would you please clarify that? You came up to him as he was opening the boot, or was the boot already opened.
Already open? Yeah, he was rooting about looking for his jack.
Please go on.
Well, I come up behind him, looked over his shoulder, and there they were. All these boxes of Montes. Monte Carlos, that is.
Was the accused aware of your approach?
He had his back to me.
I see. So you saw that he had the boot full of company products. Now, can you think of any way in which that boot might have been filled without those items having been, so to speak, illicitly removed?
What, without them being nicked?
Yes, might they have been in that boot for any legitimate purpose?
Oh, no way, Jose. No way. He was nicking them. He'd probably been nicking them for donkey's years, and he'd always got away with it
Yes,
until
Mr.
then.
Gillespie. Mr. Whittaker, may I remind you that your duty as a witness is to deal with facts. To say that the witness had probably been nicking them is an opinion, not a fact. Please refrain from expressing your opinion.
Sir.
Right, Mr. Kennedy.
Thank you, my lord. Mr. Whittaker, what did you do once you'd seen the contents of the boot?
Well, I went for Mr. Makepeace.
Did you say anything to the accused before doing that?
Yeah. I said, what's all this then? Christmas presents for Mum?
And how did he reply?
He got very excited.
Oh, in what way?
Well, he told me to shove off, clear off out of it, all that kind of business.
I mean, did he comment on the fact that the boot contained company products?
No, not really. He just told me to shove off.
No, sir, that is not true. Not a word of it. You're a liar, Whittaker. You make bloody lies.
You can join us again tomorrow when the case of the Queen against Raj Singh Kumar will be resumed in the Crown Court. The case you're about to see and the characters portrayed are fictional, but the procedure is legally accurate. The characters are played by actors, but the jury is selected from members of the general public. Raj Singh Kumar is on trial in the Crown Court, accused of stealing from his employers and attacking and injuring a fellow employee, Ronald Makepeace.
Before we resume, in view of your outburst yesterday, Mr. Singh, I must remind you that whatever you feel about evidence given by witnesses, you must not interrupt them. You'll have an opportunity to tell your side of the story in due course.
But he lies, sir.
That is not a matter for you, Mr. Singh. That is a matter for the jury to decide.
So, Mr. Whittaker, the accused told you to shove off. What did you do then?
Well, as I said, I went for Mr. Makepeace.
And then?
Well, we come back, him and me. By this time, he was getting the boxes out the boot. Well, I reckon he was just going to slip them back in the building.
Mr. Whittaker, I told you yesterday to say that you reckon something is conjecture, not admissible as evidence. All we're concerned with are facts. Will you please restrict yourself to those? All right.
No, thank you, Lord. Well, we've heard, Mr. Whittaker, from Mr. Makepeace what happened when you approached the accused. So what happened then when you went to fetch Mr. Price Barker?
Well, I couldn't find him, so I went for the packaging manager, Mr. Wills. I come back with him and a couple of the lads.
And what did you find?
Well, it was all over. Poor old Mr. Makepeace was staggering about, blood all over him, his hands all cut and bleeding.
Mr. Whittaker, I should like to look for a moment at the events leading up to the incident in the car park. Now, what time did you arrive for work on the morning of September the 29th last?
About 9.
And where did you go on arrival?
Straight to dispatch.
And were you the first person there?
No. Well, Mr. Makepeace was there, as per usual. He's always the first in. He's got the keys. Not much point in getting in before him.
Yes. Now, was there any sign of Mr. Singh on your arrival?
No, he's usually late anyhow.
You're quite sure of that? There was no sign of Mr. Singh?
None at all.
Well, could therefore Mr. Singh have got into dispatch without you knowing it? I mean, is there a second entrance, a back door, for example?
No, if Singh had have been, I would have seen him.
Yes. Now, the keys to the corridor in which the Monte Carlos are stored, where are they kept in dispatch?
In the glass cupboard.
Is that kept open or locked?
Locked.
And what's the system for withdrawing the keys?
Signing out book.
And who gives the keys to the person signing out?
Bloke in charge.
On the morning of the 29th of September, were you in charge?
Yeah.
Well, had anybody signed for the keys to the corridor?
Don't remember.
Think carefully, Mr. Whittaker. Could you show the witness Exhibit 3, please? Now, that's the signing out book, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mr. Whittaker, could you look carefully and tell us if there's any entry for the keys to that corridor on the 29th of September of last year?
The 29th.
The 29th.
No, I can't see any.
Is there or is there not an entry?
No, there's not.
Thank you. Now, without those keys, would it have been possible to get into that corridor?
Well, I don't know. There might be ways.
With no windows, no skylights, no trapdoors? I mean, do you mean to say there is access other than by those two doors at either end?
I suppose not, no.
Now, the articles in my client's car came from that corridor. Now, since that's the case, and since the keys were not booked out, can you suggest how those items came to be found in my client's boot on the morning of the 29th? Do think carefully, Mr. Whittaker.
I have no idea.
No, indeed. Now, you say that on the day in question you were crossing the car park from the lavatory to dispatch. Could you look at Exhibit 2, please? That's the plan. Now, would you show the court the location of the lavatory?
The bog's here.
And dispatch?
Here.
And the position of Mr. Singh's car? Right. Mr. Whittaker, a straight line between the lavatories and dispatch does not pass anywhere near my client's car, does it?
Well, it's quite a way off.
About how far, would you estimate?
You tell me.
About 20 yards, I should say, Mr. Whittaker. I think that would be a fair estimate. Now, you say you were passing by and you saw the puncture. Which wheel was it, Mr. Whittaker?
The front one.
On which side?
My side.
Your side being the driver's side, the side nearest to you.
Yeah.
And you mean to tell the court that your attention was drawn to a puncture at a distance of about 20 yards?
Why not? I got good eyesight.
So good that you could see through the intervening cars.
There weren't any.
Think carefully, Mr. Whittaker.
It's true. It was Friday. Everybody goes off to their little weekend cottages.
Mr. Whittaker, I detect a certain facetious undertone to your evidence. Will you kindly respect the seriousness of the proceedings?
Sir.
May I remind you that you're on oath? Perjury is a serious crime. If you tell less than the truth, you might regret it.
Yes, sir.
Right, Mr. Smith.
You say Mr. Singh went out to repair the puncture, and after an interval, you followed him. You stood behind him, and you looked over his shoulder and into the boot.
That's right. The boot was open. I could see inside.
Yes. Now, the rear of the car was against the wall, and the car, I am referring to your colleague's evidence once more, was squeezed in between other cars. Now, what I don't understand is why, in such circumstances, you should choose to go to the rear of the car instead of contenting yourself with staying at the front where there was the puncture. Well, Mr. Whittaker, you're not going to tell us the puncture was at the back, are you?
You saying I'm a liar?
Mr. Whittaker, kindly moderate your tone. It's you who are obliged to answer questions, not counsel for the defence.
She's telling me I'm a liar.
She's doing no such thing. She's asking a question which you seem to take great exception to answering. I advise you to listen carefully to learned counsel and see what question she is asking.
Mr. Whittaker, would you please tell the court why you should go to the rear of the car?
I wanted to give him a dig in the ribs, give him a fright.
That's your reason for going to the rear of the car?
Yeah.
Mr. Whittaker, I suggest that you've not been altogether truthful in the course of your evidence.
There you are, calling me a liar.
Mr. Whittaker, I am putting it to you that there are inconsistencies in your evidence and that therefore parts of it are not truthful. You're at liberty to correct my reasoning.
Yeah, well, I don't tell lies. I was taught that at school.
Shall we turn for a moment to something else? Now, how would you describe your relations with Mr. Singh?
OK.
Nothing more than that?
Well, I've got nothing against him.
Well, the tone of your evidence hardly suggests such equanimity. Just now you said he'd probably been nicking them for donkey's years. Now, is that the way you'd speak of a colleague you like or respect? can't contribute anything more than that. Well, now shall we approach from another angle? At the time of my client's arrival in dispatch, how long had you been working there?
I've been in dispatch, I don't know, 18 months, 2 years. Sir, do I have to answer all these questions?
You have given evidence as a witness for the prosecution, Mr. Whittaker. It is the prerogative of defense counsel to cross-examine you. Yes, you do. All right, Miss Gillespie.
Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Whittaker, you say 18 months to 2 years. Now, I believe Mr. Singh arrived because an assistant had left.
Yeah.
Now, by the time he'd finished his training, he was co-assistant with you. You were both of equal status, were you not?
Yeah.
And then Mr. Price Barker decided, did he not, to create posts for first and second assistants, with one senior to the other.
That's right.
Now, who became first assistant?
Sing.
Yet you'd been there so much longer than him.
Yeah. Well,
Or why do you think he became first assistant and not you? You've no idea. Well, Mr. Makepeace, in his evidence suggested it might be something to do with the endorsements on your licence.
that's what they said, yeah.
Oh, but that wasn't the real reason.
No.
Well, what was the real reason?
Well, that's not for me to say. I'm not the personnel manager.
You must have had ideas, surely. I mean, didn't you discuss it with your colleagues, with Mr. Makepeace, for example?
No, look, all I know is Singh got promoted, I stayed where I was.
Even though you'd been there twice as long as him. I would have thought you'd find that very galling. Did you not find it galling?
It was unfair.
That was your feeling about it?
Yeah, it was bloody unfair.
Now, Mr. Whittaker, shall we go back to this business of promotion, to when Mr. Singh arrived? And what was his position when he started in dispatch?
Trainee, like anyone else.
So he had to learn the procedures of dispatch, presumably. Who instructed him?
Me.
Until he became proficient in those procedures.
Right.
And finally trained and ready to become what?
First assistant.
Yes, so in fact, without you, he would never have become first assistant, would he?
If I hadn't have trained him, no.
So must it not have been doubly galling for you? He gets promoted instead of you because you trained him. I would have thought that was a compound insult.
It was.
Precisely. And after that, you still maintained an equivocal attitude towards him. You felt neither one way nor the other. Well, come now, wouldn't you have harboured a certain hostility, a certain resentment against him? And after all, you've just told the court you thought his promotion was bloody unfair.
No, look, Singh was just another bloke I worked with. If he got promoted, good luck to him.
It meant nothing to you. Very well, let me put the question once more. You say you have no idea why Mr. Singh was promoted over you.
Not really, no.
Or could it have been that my client worked a good deal harder than you? That he was better at his job?
I always work hard. Who told you I didn't work hard?
Were you perhaps considered inefficient, lazy, forgetful, perhaps?
Who said I was forgetful? Who told you that?
Was Mr. Singh promoted over you simply because he was more deserving than you?
More deserving? Singh? Leave it out. He was promoted because he knew how to get on the right side of old Price Barker.
Well, how did he do that?
Oh, always going on about his bloody A-levels, how he'd been going to university, how he knew this, knew that, knew the other. Just the sort of stuff for old Price Barker. He was a real crawler.
And you still maintain you felt no animosity towards him?
Yeah, well, I didn't like him.
Thank you, Mr. Whittaker. Now, can we go back to the car park once more? You reported this puncture to Mr. Singh, and Mr. Singh went out to mend it. Now, why did you follow him?
Why shouldn't I?
Mr. Whittaker, I am here to ask the questions, not you. Now, why did you follow him?
Because... to help him.
To help him? That's your explanation?
Yeah.
Now, why should you wish to help somebody for whom you have so little respect? I mean, after all, presumably Mr. Singh was capable of mending his own puncture. Why should you help him?
Lots of reasons. Well, I got bored in dispatch. I wanted to get a bit of fresh air.
Mr. Whittaker, it was you who arranged the puncture in the tyre, was it not?
Me? Why should I do that?
Did you or did you not arrange the puncture in the tyre?
I don't know what you're on about.
Was it not you that took the key from dispatch, opened up the corridor, removed the Monte Carlos and placed them in the boot?
Is this a joke?
I'm asking you a simple question. Did you do these things?
No. I never set eyes on the Monte Carlos or the boot, no.
Mr. Singh has described you as grinning when you saw the contents of the boot. Now, why did you grin?
Why did I grin? I wasn't grinning. I was choked off. Why should I want to grin?
That's what I'm asking you. I mean, why should you grin when you've just set eyes on apparently stolen property?
I expect I was smiling at him. Being nice and friendly, you know, jollying him up a bit.
Mr. Whittaker, your colleague, Mr. Makepeace, mentioned a series of incidents involving my client's car. On one occasion, luminous paint was thrown over the front seats, on another, a rotten fish tied to the engine, and so on. Now, were you aware of these incidents?
I know one time he went out with this English bird and she had to get out of the car because she couldn't stand the stink. Well, they just tied a bit of old fish to his engine.
I see. So there was a campaign of harassment against my client.
Well, the lads were always pulling his leg. They just liked their bit of fun. But it wasn't a campaign, exactly. There wasn't anything organised.
Yeah, but you would admit that a bit of fun was had at Mr. Singh's expense.
Yeah.
Did you yourself ever take part in any of these practical jokes at my client's expense?
No.
No. And yet you knew about them. You knew the sort of things that were being done to Mr. Singh. Now, how was that?
Well, everybody knew about them. We chatted about them. They were just gags, laughs for the lads.
Oh, so there were other people at Electrotoy who felt as you did about Mr. Singh?
Yeah, nearly everyone.
And these people who played the practical jokes, you call them the lads?
That's right.
Well, now, who were the lads? And what did they do at Electrotoy? What were their occupations?
Oh, all sorts and sizes.
Yet most of the workforce at Electrotoy are women, are they not? Apart from yourselves, the management and a few maintenance staff.
There were the lads on maintenance. They'd join in.
Join in with you, Mr. Whittaker?
No, I said I don't go in for that. That's just kid stuff.
Shall we be honest about this, Mr. Whittaker? There was no one to play these practical jokes but you, was there?
That's not so.
Mr. Whittaker, you had reason to dislike my client, did you not?
He was stuck up.
I put it to you, Mr. Whittaker, that you harassed and victimised my client over a long period of time, and that campaign ended with your placing the Monte Carlos in the boot, puncturing the tyre, and then falsely reporting the theft to the management.
What a load of old nonsense. Whoever dreamt that up?
Lastly, I put it to you that you've lied and dissimulated in these matters and are therefore a persistently unreliable witness. I have no further questions. Thank you, my lord.
Yes. Now, Mr. Whittaker, we've been told that the keys to the corridor are kept in dispatch.
That's right.
We've also been told that it would have been impossible for the accused to get a hold of those keys on the day of the incident in the car park. But what about the day before? I mean, was Mr. Singh in dispatch on that day?
Yeah. Well, we were all in dispatch.
Would he have had access to the keys?
Yeah, if he'd wanted, yeah.
Could he have taken those keys out of dispatch without you, Mr. Makepeace, knowing it?
Easy.
And could he have gone to the corridor where the Monte Carlos are kept, and with that key, gain access?
Of course.
And would it have been possible for him to remove Monte Carlos and store them in some secluded areas of the works unnoticed, and to leave them there overnight for collection the following morning?
I should say so, yeah. Well, you see, it's such a shambles, Electrotoy. There's half a dozen places you could store things without anyone noticing.
Thank you, Mr. Whittaker. I have no further questions, my lord.
Thank you. You may leave the witness box, Mr. Whittaker.
Are you Saeed Ismail Hussain, and do you live at 240A Liverpool Road, Fulchester?
Yes, sir.
And do you own a company called East West Travel and Personal Exports Limited of 240 Liverpool Road, Fulchester?
Yes, sir. Also, SIH Imports Limited, SIH Travel and Finance, and Shah Jahan Enterprises of the same address, sir.
Ah, well, I shall make a note of that. Now, what is your profession, Mr. Hussain?
I have many professions, sir.
All we need to know is what you do for a living, Mr. Hussain, what your occupation is.
Yes, sir. I am a businessman, sir, in import-export field, that is SIH Imports Limited.
Sure.
Also, I have East-West Personalized Travel Agency, that is first travel agency in Liverpool Road, sir, where I am making arrangements for tourist travel all around world, sir.
Mr. Hussain, just the barest details, if you please.
Yes, sir. Also, I have Shah Jahan Enterprises. I am making bookings for all big concerts with musicians and dancers, also film shows and cultural events. That is very successful enterprise, sir. Even Mayor of Fulchester, he is making recommendations for me, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Hussain. There's a very adequate list.
Also, I am personal finance agent, sir. That is SIH Personal Finance.
My lord, I think it's that last category that concerns us. Now, a personal finance agent, Mr. Hussain, that is someone who lends out money, who supplies finance, is it not?
Exactly so, sir.
Now, in that capacity, have you ever had any dealings with the accused, Mr. Singh?
Yes, sir. I have been loaning him money, sir.
Would you mind please telling the court how much that loan was for and when it was made?
Yes, sir. I am loaning £1,000 to Mr. Singh on September 19th, 3 years ago. That was £1,000 cash in his pocket.
And I believe that was the month that Mr. Singh joined Electro-Toy.
Quite correct, sir. He is using salary at Electro-Toy as reference for securing loans, sir.
Now, Mr. Hussain, would you please tell the court the terms of that loan to the accused?
Yes, sir. Normally, I am loaning up to £1,000. On that, repayment is 1.8% per month receding. Period of repayment, 6 years. And that is very good bargain price, sir. Bank loaning at 1.5% receding, but I am loaning for second mortgage, sir. For second mortgage, I am making very good deals, sir.
And were these the conditions of the loan to the accused?
I am coming to that, sir. Mr. Singh very much wanting to make repayment in 2 years to have low interest. For him, I am making special offer, 1.7% on £1,000 repayable in 2 years. I am advising him very strongly, make repayment in 6 years. 6 years much better for finances. No trouble with monthly salary. But no, sir. Mr. Singh very strong-headed. He is insisting 2 years to save 0.1%, sir. All for 0.1%.
Now, Mr. Hussain, when you made this loan to the accused, did you enter into any discussions with him as to how this money was to be spent?
Yes, sir. At that time, he is wanting to start a company, sir. Anglo-Indian Global Electrics. That is with Mr. Cousin. That is with his cousin, Mr. Premjit Singh, sir. Mr. Premjit Singh, I am knowing long time, sir. To him also, I am loaning money. He is very good client of mine.
So the accused was borrowing money with which to start a company?
Yes, sir. They are wanting to start a ball rolling with new imports from Far East, sir. He is telling me we want to give ourselves a break. We have big ideas with world saleable values. We have absolute confidence. All we need is capital.
I see. So having made the loan to Mr. Singh, did you then receive the monthly repayments in the customary manner?
First 3 repayments, yes, sir. But afterwards, no, sir. Afterwards, he is making repayments every 3 months, perhaps 4 months. I am writing him letters, solicitor writing him letters. It is one hell of a problem, sir.
And is there still money outstanding?
Over £500, sir.
And you said that both you and your solicitor have been writing letters to the accused?
Yes, sir.
Have you spoke to him personally about this?
Oh, yes, sir. He is coming to my office. We are having bad luck, he is telling me. 500 pounds of souvenir clocks we are importing from Hong Kong with hands that do not rewind. But that is not our fault. We have been cheated. We have lost our money. That is no excuse, I am telling him.
Now, that was the first £500. Now, what about the other £500? What had he done with that?
Yes, sir. I am telling him. Where is other £500? Where you have spent it? Is that going down the drain also? At first, he don't want to answer me. And then he is saying, Mr. Hussain, I am sorry. I am lending to English girlfriend. To English girlfriend, I am telling him. What for you lending to English girlfriend? For training, he is telling me. She is wanting to study beautician training. I lend for training.
What was your reaction to that piece of news?
Angry, sir. I am very angry. What for you lending money, I tell him. What for you lending money to English girl to pour away? Tell to her she cannot have it. Tell to her you want back. But still, he is not repaying, sir.
Now, what efforts have you used to recover the amount remaining?
Again, I am instructing solicitor to write to him.
Now, how would you describe Mr. Singh's financial position with regard to you at the moment?
He is very heavily in debt to me, sir.
And what was the position at the beginning of September of last year?
The same.
The same. Thank you, Mr. Hussain.
Mr. Hussain, apart from instructing your solicitors to urge my client to make repayment, what action have you taken?
No action, madam.
None at all. Terms of the repayment were 2 years. 3 years have now passed, and you take no action.
I am altering terms of contract, madam.
Ah, so you have in fact taken action. Could you tell the court the terms of the new contract?
Yes, madam. I am extending period of repayment and increased rate of interest.
Now, by how much have you extended the time for repayment?
6 years, madam.
I see. So the repayment of the remaining £500 is now spread over, 3 years?
Yes, madam.
Well, that somewhat alters the picture. Presumably my client is now not under immediate pressure to find £500. On the contrary, he has a relatively leisurely 3 years in which to find the money. Is that not so?
Plus the interest. Yes, madam.
Plus the interest, of course, yes. Thank you, Mr. Hussain.
Yes, well, I have no further questions, my lord. That is the case for the prosecution.
You may leave the witness box, Mr. Hussain.
Join us again tomorrow when the case of the Queen against Raj Singh Kumar will be concluded in the Crown Court. The case you're about to see and the characters portrayed are fictional, but the procedure is legally accurate. The characters are played by actors, but the jury is selected from members of the general public who will retire at the end of the trial to reach their own unrehearsed verdict. Raj Singh Kumar is being tried in the Crown Court for malicious wounding and for theft. The prosecution has shown that the accused is deeply in debt and suggested this as a likely motive for the alleged offences. Counsel for the defence, in her turn, has sought to show that Singh is the victim of a malicious conspiracy amongst his colleagues. John Price Barker, the first defence witness, has just been called to give evidence.
You are John Price Barker of Heathcote, Summertown, Fulchester.
I am.
And you're the manager of Electrotoy Limited of Crampton Old Road, Fulchester.
That's correct.
My lord, this witness has to leave the country on an urgent business trip at midday, so this morning's the only time he can attend the court.
Right.
Mr. Price Barker, how long have you known Mr. Singh?
A little over 3 years.
And in what context did you first meet him?
He was recommended to us by the Community Relations Officer, Mr. Dennis. We had a job in dispatch, and Mr. Dennis thought he might be suited to it.
Yes, now who interviewed him for that job?
I did.
And what impression did you get at the interview?
He was clearly very intelligent. He asked me about the sort of toys we were making, and when we sold them, and whether we exported. He was obviously a live wire. I was impressed.
Did he tell you anything of his history?
I learned some of that from Mr. Dennis. He'd come to this country in the early 70s. I believe his parents had disappeared in the upheaval in Uganda. He'd come here quite penniless, and yet really, by dint of hard work, he'd managed to gain a remarkable number of A-levels. 4 in all. I think all in the space of his first year. He told me how he'd had one shot at getting into university and failed, and how he thought he might like to try his hand at a job for a while, and then try for university again.
I see, so you took Mr. Singh on. Now, what was your impression of him when he started work?
Again, very favourable. He came up with these plans of his for reorganising dispatch.
Those were the plans that led to his promotion?
Yes, those, and his good performance generally.
Yes, now, when he was promoted, what consequences did that have on his relations with his colleagues?
I can't say precisely, but what did happen was that very soon afterwards, there was this series of incidents with the car. There was the paint thrown at it, and the rotten fish tied to the engine, and so on.
Yes, now, did you make any attempts to find the culprits?
I interviewed Mr. Makepeace and Mr. Whittaker, as they worked most closely with him, but that didn't throw any light on it.
Did you have any indication as to why Mr. Singh should be so victimised?
Not definite, but he was very aware of his own status. He talked a lot to all of us about his A-levels and his car and his girlfriend. I don't think it would be unkind to say that he was quite pleased with himself. And, of course, people don't like that.
You appear to have formed quite a rounded impression of Mr. Singh. Would you say that he was honest?
I'd be surprised if he were dishonest.
On what evidence do you base that view?
On his general enthusiasm, on the fact that he strikes me as a very determined young man. It's not at his interest to be dishonest. I wouldn't have thought it necessary.
So what was your reaction when you heard he might be charged with theft?
Very surprised. I thought they'd got the wrong person. I still do.
Thank you, Mr. Price Barker.
Mr. Price Barker, I put it to you that in the present situation, your interest is to establish the innocence of the accused, and that therefore you cannot be an objective witness in this trial.
Oh, no, sir, that's not so at all.
I'm sorry, sir. I have no further questions, my lord.
Are you Raj Singh Kumar of 39 Keekley Road, Fulchester?
Yes.
Mr. Singh, would you begin by telling the court your last employment prior to your joining Electrotoy Limited?
I was out of work for 6 months before joining Electrotoy. But before then, I had been with Cleveland Hydraulics in Spencer Road as stores clerk.
So on joining Electrotoy, you must have been very pleased.
I was a cock-a-hoop.
Now, what were your first duties in this new job?
To learn procedures, Mr. Whittaker had to teach me paperwork.
Now, what were your impressions of these procedures? I mean, did you find dispatch an efficient department?
I was disappointed.
Why was that?
I prefer not to say.
Oh, please tell the court, Mr. Singh, it's very important.
Well, organisation wasn't very good.
Could you tell the court in what way?
Well, to begin with, goods would come into dispatch in the morning and would only go out in the afternoon. And for a SIP, there were two different forms. And for dispatch...
So you had detailed criticisms. Now, what did you do about them?
I appealed to Mr. Makepeace. Give me a chance to show what is wrong here.
And what did Mr. Makepeace reply to that?
Don't interfere. You're a cheeky junior assistant. Do your work and shut up.
Yes. Now, these ideas of yours for improving dispatch, did you do anything more with them?
Yes, I went to see Mr. Price Barker.
Did you tell Mr. Makepeace you were going?
No, why tell him? He has rejected ideas. I went to see Mr. Price Barker, and Mr. Price Barker is very impressed, particularly about the forms for receipt and dispatch. He goes straight to see Mr. Makepeace.
And what happened?
Oh, Mr. Makepeace is very angry. Now, why doesn't that bloody coolie mind his own business? He wants to fire me on the spot.
He referred to you as a coolie?
Yes, after Mr. Price Barker has gone, he tells me that he can do work of 10 bloody coolies with his eyes shut.
Now, what would you say was the result of Mr. Price Barker's visit?
Oh, that was the finish with Mr. Makepeace. After that, I'm in Coventry.
Well, what do you understand by the term in Coventry?
He does not speak to me, only to shout at me, sing do this, sing do that. That is all.
Yes. Now, what of your relations with your other colleagues, Mr. Whittaker, for instance?
Oh, I'm in Coventry with him too. Since promotion, he resents very much why I'm promoted and not him, when he has been there longer than me.
So apart from finding yourself in Coventry, did you suffer any other form of hostility?
Yes.
Well, could you tell the court what they were?
Very soon, things start to go wrong with my work. Perhaps I take order for 10 electro trains for Birmingham. I package up consignment and send to retailer. But when they arrive at retailer, they are not electro trains. They are another items. Wrong orders go to wrong destinations.
Did you discover why this was?
Well, in the beginning, it was hard to prove. But on one occasion, I make a package with special attention to contents. I'm checking consignment and send to retailer. But when they arrive, they are still wrong consignment.
Well, how did you account for that?
Well, I had been out of room for a few moments.
What do you suppose happened in those few moments?
Consignment had been changed around.
By whom?
I don't know.
Well, you know who had access to the package.
Dispatch is open all day long. People are coming in and out.
Yes. Now, these incidents that you allege, how long did they go on for?
Until Mr. Makepeace goes to see Mr. Price Barker to complain.
What happened then?
I'm very angry. I tell Mr. Price Barker I'm completely innocent. My work is perfect. I'm not responsible for what people are doing to me.
And how did Mr. Price Barker react to that?
Very sympathetic. He tells me, try your best, work hard, and we will see what happens.
And what did happen?
Things got worse. Instead of interfering with my work, they're interfering with my car. First windscreen wipers, then paint, then rubbish on the floor. And even one time they put stinking fish on the engine.
This is the fish that Mr. Makepeace mentioned.
Yes. As I'm driving along with my English girlfriend, the smell of stinking fish. I tell you, she's not very pleased. She's bloody disgusted.
Yes. Now, shall we turn to the events in the car park? What was the first thing you did when you drove into Electrotoy on the morning of September the 29th last?
I parked the car and went straight to Stores.
Did you call into dispatch on your way to Stores?
No,
You're quite sure about that?
I'm positive.
Now, what happened when you arrived at Stores?
Mr. Makepeace is pointing to the paint room. Get stuck into that thing, something like that. I'm in the paint room when Mr. Whittaker comes in about 11 o'clock.
And what happened then?
He tells me there's a puncture. Now, that is very strange, because most days I do not talk to Mr. Whittaker. Now, why should he come and tell me about the puncture?
Did you say anything to him?
No, I take no notice. But after a while, I think maybe he's interfering. I will go and check. I went out to the car park, and sure enough, there was a puncture on the front tyre.
Were you surprised there should be a puncture?
Yes, I was surprised. The tyre was quite new. When I arrived 2 hours before, there was no puncture. Certainly I was surprised.
Did you examine the tyre?
Not properly. First I went to the boot to take the jack. But when I opened the boot, there are Monte Carlos there.
Yes, but did you have an opportunity of examining the tyre later on?
Yes, later I found a damned big nail in the tyre. It was very clear to see somebody had put it there. I was very angry.
Now, when you opened the boot and you saw the Monte Carlos, what did you do then?
I was stunned, completely stunned. And then Mr. Whittaker comes up behind me with a great big grin all over his face.
A grin? Now, why was he grinning?
I couldn't tell. He looks into the boot and he's saying, "Why you take so many Monte Carlos, huh? Why you want so many Christmas presents?" I tell him, "You must know, you put them there." Then he goes straight for Mr. Makepeace.
You must know you put them there. Now, how was it you suddenly decided that Mr. Whittaker was responsible?
It all came together. His grin, the way he follows me, the puncture, everything.
It was hardly conclusive evidence.
No, but I suspected him.
My lord.
Yes, Mr. Canty. Miss Gillespie, it's not possible for the witness to say he suspected somebody. What he can say, of course, is that he told Mr. Whittaker that he suspected him and then give evidence of Mr. Whittaker's lie.
Yes, ma'am. Now, after Mr. Whittaker went off to fetch Mr. Makepeace, what happened then?
I don't want to be caught with the boxes. To be caught like that is very bad for me. I want to take them out. But before I can take them out, Mr. Makepeace arrives.
And when he arrived, what then?
He asked me why are there company products in the car. I tell him they are putting them there. Then he calls me a liar. Then he sends Mr. Whittaker for the manager. And when he does that, I know I have to do something. I take the boxes, but before I can do that, Mr. Makepeace catches me by the wrists and is shouting, "Put them down, you bloody coolie, you thieving wog." Then I think, my God, what will happen when Mr. Pricebarker comes? I look at him and I remember all the things he's done to me. And I spit in his face.
Yes. Now, Mr. Makepeace has alleged that this time you took out your wallet and attempted to bribe him. Did you do this?
No, that is a complete lie.
So you didn't offer him money, saying, "Take money"?
No, definitely not.
Now, what happened after you'd spat at him?
He hit me on the face very hard. And that was too much for me.
So what did you do?
I took hold and shook him.
Did Mr. Makepeace struggle with you?
I don't remember very well. I was so angry.
Now, what was your intention in shaking Mr. Makepeace?
To show him what a wog could do to him.
Yes. Mr. Singh, would you say that this outburst of yours was a result solely of the events in the car park, or were there other factors?
I was at the end of my patience. They've been very unjust to me. That is why I've done this thing.
Thank you, Mr. Singh.
What a catalogue of disasters, Mr. Singh. First, academic misfortune, then business ventures going wrong, then colleagues making life impossible for you at work. Oh, dear, what are we to make of all this?
Been a very unfortunate fellow, sir.
Yes, so you would have us believe. But let's see, have you been as unlucky as you make out? Now, you say you came to this country to try for university entrance.
Yes, sir.
Now, how many A-levels did you say you got that first year here?
4, sir.
4, you're quite sure of that?
Yes, sir.
That's very strange, because my researchers suggest only 1.
No, sir, there were 4, sir.
Only 1 is registered with the examining authority, 1 in engineering.
I have also in maths, sir.
Ah, so you have them in maths and engineering. So if my sums are right, that makes 2 in all.
It is complicated, sir. I wanted to do another one, sir.
You wanted to do another one? But just a few moments ago you said you'd done 4. Do you mean you want to do yet another, making the total 5?
No, sir. 4 was total, but actually I only have 2.
Actually only 2. Well, well. We approach the truth by stages. Now let's see if we can get a little closer still. What of the fact that only 1 is recorded in the examination register?
I don't understand, sir.
Oh, come on, Mr. Singh, that's not very complicated.
1 is equivalent exam taken in East Africa, sir.
In East Africa? Oh, do forgive me. You mean besides the ones you've already had in England?
No, sir. Only 1 in England and 1 equivalent in East Africa.
Oh, I see. Only 2 in all.
Yes, sir.
And is that the truth of the matter?
Yes.
So, 4 A-levels taken in a single year becomes a humble 1 A-level and an equivalent in East Africa. What a pity you couldn't have told us that in the first place.
Yes, sir.
You have been lying. Have you not, Mr. Singh?
It was more exaggeration, sir.
Have you or have you not been lying, Mr. Singh?
I only tell white lies, sir. I would not lie.
I put it to you that you have lied to this court, Mr. Singh. You have exaggerated, been dishonest, you can call it what you like. You have still been lying.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Now let's look for a moment at the extraordinary web of accusations that you've woven around the behavior of your colleagues. For example, you say that Mr. Makepeace called you Coolie.
Very often, sir.
Did you ever hear him call anyone else by that name?
I don't know, sir.
I suggest to you that Mr. Makepeace calls all and sundry Coolie. The privilege was not just yours, sir.
Not true, sir.
And what about your colleague, Mr. Whittaker? You tell us that he, too, disliked you.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Singh, is the truth not really very different? Is it not you who dislike your colleagues? You with your 4 A-levels. Didn't you find them boring? Didn't you despise them? Didn't you find them inferior?
No, sir. That was not my feeling. I was always very decent. I try very hard to make friends.
I put it to you, Mr. Singh, that you disliked them from the very start, that you had nothing but contempt for them.
No, sir. Why do you say all these things? I'm not a liar. I don't lie.
Oh, really? So are we to understand that you had, in fact, 4 levels after all, that you were telling the truth from the very beginning?
No, sir.
Were you? Were you?
No, sir.
No, indeed. Now, Mr. Singh, 3 years ago, last September, you joined Electro Toy. You also borrowed £1,000 from Mr. Hussain. What else did you do in that month?
I spent £500 on consignment of faulty clocks.
Yes, but wasn't there something else?
Something else?
You bought a car, did you not?
Oh, yes, sir.
How much did you pay for that car, Mr. Singh?
£1,500, sir. It was a nearly new car, sir.
And did you pay in cash?
On HP, sir.
How much was the down payment?
I don't remember, sir.
You don't remember? About something as important as the purchase of a motor car, which incident occurred only a mere 3 years ago.
I think it was about £400, sir.
You think?
Yes, sir. It was £400.
It was. Thank you. Now, just remind us, please, how had you spent the £1,000 loaned to you by Mr. Hussain? We know that £500 have gone on the clocks from Hong Kong, but what about the other £500?
Oh, that goes to my English girlfriend, sir, for her training as a beautician.
So after the expenditure of these 2 sums, that's the £500 for the Hong Kong clocks and the other £500 which goes to your girlfriend. Where were you left financially?
I'm sorry, sir.
What money was left to you? Did you have any funds in the bank?
That I don't remember, sir. Not details like that.
But you do remember paying £400 for the car?
Yes, sir.
So at least, presumably, you had that amount in your account?
Yes, sir.
I mean, you're not going to tell this court that you paid for that motor car out of your newfound job at Electro Toy, are you?
No, sir. I had that amount in the bank.
Indeed. And yet we hear that you have been out of work for 6 months.
I had been working before, sir. I saved up money at that time.
Really? Saved up so much? £400 after 6 months of unemployment?
Yes, sir. I save up very quickly.
But £400, Mr. Singh, that's a good deal to save on the sort of wages you'd have been getting from Cleveland Hydraulics.
Not if you spend carefully, sir.
Yes, but do you spend carefully, Mr. Singh? Everything that we've had in evidence in this court today would suggest the opposite.
The truth is, I'm very good at saving.
Mr. Singh, I put it to you that far from saving money, you spend it at a profligate rate. I further suggest that you only manage to get by borrowing large sums of money which you have the greatest difficulty in repaying, and by stealing.
No, sir, that is not the case. I manage my affairs very well.
Right, let's look a moment at this girlfriend of yours. Now, you told the court that you pay for her training as a beautician.
She's a poor girl, sir.
How long have you known her?
A long time, sir.
Now, the money you lent her, this £500, is for her training.
Yes, sir.
Does she attend the place of training every day?
I think so, sir.
You think so?
Yes, sir.
I mean, surely you know better than that. Is it an evening course, morning course, day course?
She goes every day, sir.
What, and returns in the evening?
Yes, sir.
And where does she go?
Where?
Yes, where?
I don't understand, sir.
Oh, come on, Mr. Singh, this is a very simple question. Where does she go for her training?
She doesn't want to tell me, sir.
This is a long-standing relationship, Mr. Singh. You've lent her £500. You mean to say you don't know where she goes?
I told you, she doesn't want to tell me, sir.
Why not? I mean, why should that be?
I don't know, sir.
A mystery indeed.
To tell the truth, sir, she's an independent girl.
To tell the truth, Mr. Singh, I suggest that you are lying. Where would this girlfriend of yours find training as a beautician in Fulchester? The kind of training that would cost £500, I suggest to you, I put it to you, sir, there is no such course within less than 50 miles of here. Well, Mr. Singh...
My girlfriend has nothing to do with this court.
Mr. Singh, either this girl travels 50 miles and back every day, or she does not do a course as a beautician. Now, come on, which is it?
You try to make a fool of me. You tell lies. You trap me.
I put it to you that this loan to a girlfriend is a fiction.
I lent her £500, and that is a fact.
And it is a fact that there is no training for a beautician within 50 miles of here. Mr. Singh, I put it to you that the story of a beautician training is a fiction, and that there was no loan to a girlfriend of £500. I further put it to you that the money you borrowed from Mr. Hussain, that £1,000, was not spent in a philanthropic gesture, as you say, but in the purchase of a motor car for yourself.
No, sir.
I put it further to you that as you've lied here, so you have lied throughout these entire proceedings. I suggest that your assault on Mr. Makepeace was not the result of provocation, as you claim, but pure, uncontrolled violence, vented in a desperate effort to escape the consequences of what you had done. Do you wish to answer?
No, sir. I mean, yes, sir. None of that is true, sir. Not a word.
And, members of the jury, I think it right to remind you again of the two issues in this case. On the first charge of theft, was it the accused who took the 10 sets of Monte Carlo cars from Electra Toy and placed them in the boot of his car? The prosecution suggests that a motive for theft could have been the heavy debt incurred by the accused. Well, you've heard his story, and you must decide to what extent you accept the truth of his evidence. He claims that these toys must have been placed in the boot of the car by a colleague. And, of course, Mr. Whittaker, on his own admission, resented Mr. Singh's promotion. Now, on the second charge of malicious wounding, it's not disputed that the accused caused wounds, lacerations, to Mr. Makepeace. The accused claims that Mr. Makepeace hit him. But provocation is no defense. The only defense would be that he was exercising reasonable force in self-defense. Well, these are matters for you, members of the jury. Remember, it is for the prosecution to prove their case beyond all reasonable doubt. If there's reasonable doubt, then you must find the accused not guilty. Now, will you please retire and consider your verdict?
Just answer this question, yes or no. Have you reached verdicts upon which you are all agreed?
Yes.
On the first count of theft, do you find the accused guilty or not guilty?
We find him not guilty.
On the second count, the charge of malicious wounding, do you find the accused guilty or not guilty?
We find him not guilty.
Is that the verdict of you all?
It is.
Raj Singh, you are free to leave this court.
The cases in Fulchester Crown Court are fictitious, but the jury is composed of members of the general public.